William.
Yeah.
Hey, so I had a zinger to open up today, but I'm gonna delay that to another day, cause you know why? Because I'm watching the Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated show right now, right? Because since we're in quarantine, right? I have a lot of stuff to watch that's on my backlog, and this show was on my backlog. Also because we talked about it in the Scoob spoiler cast, I was like, oh, I guess I should watch this show. Hey, Velma is very horny in this fucking show. She really tried to fuck. Jesus Christ. I was like, literally within the first 5 minutes of the show, of episode 1, she's really in there. I was so fucking confused. Like, I was like, this Velma's just trying to fuck. I was like,
so what? Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated, the show where Velma has a sex drive.
Yeah, Velma really tried to fuck Shaggy a lot in this show. She's really fucking horny for Shaggy out of nowhere. It's so fucking out of character for her. Well, then again, this is the show's rendition of her character, not like her.
Yeah.
But due to the fact that her past character has never been this fucking horny. But damn, she really tried to fuck her. Because I'm still in season 1, so I don't know how this develops throughout the rest of the show. Like I don't know if she gets over Shaggy or the fact that she gets a new love interest or whatever the fuck. So, but as of what episode am I on? But as of episode 11, season 1, she's still trying to fuck. Yeah. Yeah. So that's my new zinger for this episode that I had to open up because I really have to talk about this because this is really bothering me as I'm watching this.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, you'll see how things develop along. I mean, this show gets kind of brutal by the end of it, but well.
Oh, really? Does it? Oh,
it kind of does, but you'll see what I mean.
Because like I said, I never watched like the last Scooby-Doo show I watched was not counting Scoob was like the one that they used to air on TV. I think it was What's New Scooby-Doo. That one I think that they used to air on TV.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
That was the last one I watched. I know there's been like other Scooby-Doo shows in between them, but I didn't give a fuck about those. That was the last one I watched.
That's fair enough.
Yeah. So my knowledge of Scooby-Doo, it's literally based on Scooby-Doo media pre What's New Scooby-Doo.
That's fair enough.
By the way, also Red Herring has not appeared yet in this show.
Nice callback there.
Yeah.
Okay, what was that again? A pup named Scooby-Doo?
Yeah, it's a pup named Scooby-Doo.
I might rewatch that again because I honestly did love that show when I was a kid. But,
okay.
Who knows?
Okay, how many Scooby-Doo? Hold on, I'm going to quickly look to see how many Scooby-Doo show aired before this one. Before Mystery Incorporated, in between What's New Scooby-Doo. Okay, one show. Okay, good. I didn't miss out on a lot, apparently. there was just one Scooby-Doo show in between What's New Scooby-Doo and Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated, and it was Shaggy and Scooby-Doo Get a Clue. Which is apparently was just a reboot of the old Shaggy and Scooby show from back then. Okay. All right, okay, but that's good to know. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry,
all right. It's good to know. It's really good to know. Just like how we gotta know how much you hate The Last of Us too.
Well, that's the wrong. Well, actually, it's kind of the right segue, to be honest with you. Oh my god. Okay. So, I did state my like the thing is, as much as I don't like The Last of Us 2, I can't entirely hate it, but and for anything, like I'll go into a positive here. So like into another positive because
wait. Do you know people play PlayStation Vita in that universe? This is the only universe in which a PlayStation Vita exists. It doesn't exist in real life. It only exists in the Last of Us universe. Not even in real life there exists a PlayStation Vita. The PlayStation Vita is a completely made up device that they put in The Last of Us 2.
They just draw inspiration from not yet released PlayStation handheld consoles.
Yeah,
that's how it goes.
It exists just like the Sony phones.
Oh my. The Sony phones.
Look. I feel like if people had the Sony phones in The Last of Us 2, all this could have been avoided. All right.
Oh my god. Okay, but so here's my thing. It's a thing I forgot to mention because it wasn't quite relevant to the point I was talking about. But in the beginning of the In the beginning of the game, basically it's that leads up to
Joel's, but I hope me typing on this computer doesn't get picked up by my fucking mic because I'm typing a lot right now.
It's okay, you can just edit it out, man.
That sounds. I'm not gonna edit out computer typing, so that's a lot of fucking work to do, honestly. Hold on, I'm gonna put here. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get a fucking All right, hold on. Here. I'm gonna get a pillow. I'm gonna put it over my keyboard to block my fingers as I type. Okay, I cannot see my keyboard to type now. Fuck.
Yeah, that's kind of. I mean, if you learn how to do it without looking, then yeah, that would be.
No, but the problem is the fucking pillow is so heavy. It keeps shifting where my fingers are, so I can't have it saved because I can type without looking at the screen, right? But due to the fact that it keeps shifting due to the weight, it's really hard for me to be on the fucking keyboard typing technique you learned in school.
God damn. So it sounds like the pillow's fucking you over, man. But,
yeah, it is.
So, like, as I was mentioning before, like, there's this issue, like, that becomes apparent later on. Like, the way they kind of do the reveal, it's like you play as Ellie, first of all. You gotta get a sense of her life, but then it cuts into, like, Abby. You don't know it's Abby, but you know she's looking for somebody in the beginning.
Her,
right?
the NPC, the random NPC from the first game, classic character. Who do you not remember a named NPC in the final level you meet for 5 seconds?
Oh my god. No, but like, what my thing, like, first of all, you kind of have a point there, but second of all, Abby's not the NPC, but the NPC is his point. It's not a big relevant point, but anyway, my thing is, like, it switches over to Abby, and you're trying to learn what she knows, because she's saying, oh, we're looking for someone, and then you know that she's around the settlement that Tommy and Joel are in, and then she goes off ahead because everyone's not exactly on board with what she's going through, but she says she's looking for this person at any cost, and not everyone else on her group are willing to do such a thing. Like, they want to do it, but not at any cost, right? But then they switch over to Ellie, and then she's on patrol. Then they switch over to Abby, and then her.
Yeah, I heard about that. How the gameplay you keep going back in between them or something.
Yeah. First of all, that's kind of for me. That bit's kind of janky. I would have preferred if they focus on one or the other. But the thing is,
we're saying they should have saved Abby to be a DLC episode just so they could make more money.
I mean, to be honest with you, it probably would have worked better if that was the case. But like my thing here is like,
then that way Naughty Dog could abuse their employees more by making them work harder.
Oh man, yes, totally, holy shit. But
name a character who went through more trauma than Ellie from The Last of Us 2. The people who made her game.
The Naughty Dog development team, exactly. They went through more pain just to make that story. But the thing is, because there's a lack of focus in the beginning, because they switched from 2 different characters, it's kind of representative throughout the rest of the game. Because like, the thing is, it does the same thing with Ellie and Abby, right? So, but for now, while that will be we'll hang on that. I'll just focus on Ellie's part, because the thing is, this is after Joel's death, right? Like, as dumb as I hate it, I do like the aftermath of what happens afterward because of what Ellie goes through.
Is that the one where they have sex and we're forced to watch that?
No, that's
okay.
Abby.
Yeah,
because it's actually kind of interesting now I think on it, but maybe not that interesting, because the thing is, if we're talking about, like, on just that alone, like, Ellie and Dina do basically end up having sex in the game. But they don't show it, right? They just start.
Yeah, remember, Sony doesn't allow you to show fat anime titties, but allows you to have motion capture sex scenes, so it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, Sony has a bit of a double standard here, but we can
I just want to play my anime titty games on the PS4 without restrictions. All right, let me play Senran Kagura Eternal Versus. All right.
Okay.
That's all I want to play.
Holy shit! But my thing is like, at least with the sex scenes, right? It's like, the thing is with Ellie and Dina, that they just start making out, and then the scene cuts to black when they when they start initiating. But there's no undressing of clothes or anything like that. They're just kissing, and it's just a rather passionate, like, they're into it, right? But but with then there's a later one in Abby's section where basically it's Abby and Owen, and they do a whole undressing thing, and it's just like, kind of like, and out of nowhere, it feels a drunken mistake kind of thing, and it's just like, it's a little weird how they treat that, because like in there they're actually undressing, you actually see it for a bit, but in Ellie and Dina it's just like they make out, it's implied, but they kind of do it anyway, and then it's just like, then that's it. So it's a little I mean, if anything, that's a bit of a point. I don't know if that says anything, but I guess that's a point. Anyway, that's distracted from what I was actually trying to talk about. But fucking okay, so yeah, let me just get rid of that real quick. In Ellie's section, basically right after the whole Joel's death thing, right? They had this thing where they had this thing where basically Ellie is grieving, right? You have Tommy coming over. He does a thing where he brings food to kind of visit and make sure you're okay, that kind of thing. And then it's just Ellie trying to come to terms that the fact that he's just out of her life now, and he was a very big presence both in part 1 and in the 4 years that they were living together in the settlement, right? And so there's this really nice section where in the game when Ellie and Dina basically go over to Joel's house because they were living separately. They're basically living in their own houses, but Ellie goes they give you the chance to play as Ellie and to kind of travel around the house and start looking at stuff, looking at Joel's belongings. Like you see his bedroom, maybe his a guitar. He has a whole room just where he was just working on guitars and stuff, sanding them down, renewing them, building them, that kind of thing. And it's
very popular in the post-apocalyptic landscape, apparently.
What, guitars? Yeah, man, they're all the
very
rage,
popular,
man.
as popular as PlayStation Vitas.
Look, man, how else are you gonna fucking play
Joe should have. Look, I feel like Joe would have died if he was just making PlayStation Vitas. All right.
He's been doing it, fucking remaking PlayStation Vitas for everyone to enjoy in that universe.
Yeah.
Holy shit. He's just fucking has a corner where he's just working on that shit. He has a whole bunch of
remember, Vita means life. If you have the Vita, you have the power of life.
Oh my god. But I mean, Joel doesn't have that anymore. But
Jesus fucking Christ.
Shit.
Fuck.
It's too soon. It's too soon. I shouldn't have done that. Oh my god. Hold on, give me a second.
Wait, it won't be too soon by the time this video gets uploaded, so it's fine.
That's fair. But it's a really nice moment, and there are moments where I'll have Ellie go into one room and she's just kind of I have her looking around, and then I'll turn the camera around rather than turn Ellie around, and I'll see Dina just kind of standing back, she's at the door watching over Ellie, just because she knows she's a presence, but she's not really going in, she's just watching over. It's just kind of nice to show that she cares, in that sense. It's a nice little touch, and then whenever you move out of the room, she'll move out and just wait for you to go wherever you need to go. And it's just really nice to have that moment where it's where Ellie is processing the grief of over losing Joel. You're kind of processing that as well, and that's nice, right? But then we kickstart by saying Ellie wants to go and get revenge for Joel and just kill the people, basically get the people who killed Joel, right? But she's Maria, who is the leader of the settlement, basically says no, right? But then they learn Maria is at Joel's house, and they say you can go, if only because I know you're gonna do it anyway. So you go. I'll give you a horse. You get what you need, and then go. But it's only you guys, right? And she also mentions that Tommy went off ahead on his own already, to get revenge, so that Ellie doesn't have to put herself into unnecessary danger, right?
Yeah.
But Ellie wants to do this anyway.
Let someone else do the revenge for you.
Yeah, but it's a matter of the fact that it's a bunch of people that could potentially kill you. So it's an understandable thing, but you're still you playing as Ellie and understanding Ellie. You do want to go out and go and fight these people, and so basically you from this point on you play as Ellie. You go into Seattle. And during this whole section with Seattle is fucking fantastic, or at least on Ellie's part, because the thing is, it's split into 3 days that they have: Seattle day 1, 2, and 3, and so during over the course of these days, basically in day 1, it's just Ellie and Dina just traveling trying to entering Seattle and exploring and just trying to find a lead on the people who killed Joel. And during this, you kind of you get more of a you see more of a dynamic between Dina and Ellie. Dina's basically taking care of Ellie, but she's getting better. Ellie's kind of because Dina's dead, she's getting better as well. Or at least she's not as despondent, because she's kind of hers is very much a muted happiness of only because it's kind of weighed down by the grief of losing Joel. But she's like when she's with Dina, she's actually happier, and you can see that. And there's like these nice tender moments that you can find. Like you can play guitar like as Ellie, and you sing a song with Dina, that kind of stuff. You have a settlement basically, and then we kind of like after day one, it's just more to the point where, Ellie starts going down the rabbit hole, right? Because in day one, you Ellie and Dina, find people, but they're already dead, and it's only because the fact that like there's this other war. They start learning that there's just like this war that's going on between the wolves. That's Abby's faction and the Scars, more properly, the Seraphites, a religious cult of sorts. And so like there's these fights between these two factions, and so whenever Ellie's finding a lead and she catches up on that lead, she finds that lead is either already dead, like just probably either dead or gone, because of the Scars or whatever else reason, and they basically go back to square one. Then it's like day two. Dina, you kind of Dina finds out or reveals that she's pregnant. It's like this inner conflict thing, personal drama between Ellie and Dina. But anyway, besides that, Ellie kind of goes down the rabbit hole trying to because and I want to say it was day two. Yeah, it was day two, where Ellie finds another lead, right, and so. She kills so many people on the way, but then again, she's kind of forced to, and you, the player, are also forced to as well, because the wolves are forced to are told to shoot any and everybody who are not the wolves, and that's their orders, and so Ellie is forced to kill them, and that's where the gameplay comes in, where it's kind of brutal and very personal, and you're just kind of like, oh god, what am I doing? But it's still fun. I won't say it's fun killing a person, but it's like, it's a fun gameplay loop. It's the whole sneaking mission and stuff. But this is where Ellie kind of starts going more and more into her rage. Because she'll catch up on a lead she finds the lead that there's a lead at the hospital, and she goes to the hospital, and then she'll find that she finds that lead. She tries to get information from said lead, but the lead won't give it to her. I believe her name was Nora. So I'm just calling her lead, but Nora. I want to say Nora. Nora is not willing to give up any information, so she runs, and then Ellie chases after her. And then they're at this point where there's a hole where it's just full of spores that causes the infection, and so Ellie caught in the corner with Nora as a hostage, and then everyone else is all the other wolves are saying let her go or whatever. Then she drops down into the hole with the spores with Nora, right? And so everyone goes down to try to stop or kill Ellie. But then this is also the fun gameplay loop where when I was playing it, I just basically let the infected take care of the soldiers, and that was just fun on its own, just watching the infected just kill everybody. It's like, they did my job for me. But anyway, this is where Ellie starts to Nora is dying. She is infected, and she's starting to change, right? Ellie is trying to gain information by saying, I'll give you a quick death if you tell me what I want to know. And then Nora refuses, saying she won't rat out her friend. And then it's this moment where you want to know if Ellie is going to go all the way with this. And so Ellie, you are forced as Ellie to grab a pipe and then basically beat the shit out of this fucking woman to get information. It's pretty fucking brutal. They cut it out. You strike twice, and then the scene cuts to black, and this is basically where you start to see the repercussions of it. And then Ellie, when she heads back to the base that she set up with Dina, they had this nice shot where basically it's Ellie's hand is shaking because of what she's done, of all the blood on her and stuff, and she's just horrified by what she did, but she got the lead, and it's that kind of thing that we start to get more of. We'll have Ellie basically do some horrible shit. In day 3, they're saying that it was probably best to leave because things are getting worse. And then Jesse comes in. He's like, "Oh, I wasn't gonna let you do this on your own," type of thing. They have some nice set pieces. But anyway, that's not the point. they know where Tommy is, or they have an idea where Tommy is, and they're saying, okay, let's go get Tommy and then just get the fuck out, because this is like honestly kind of not worth it because of all these people, because it's a big organized militant group, and it's like taking them on their own. It's just a group of like 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5 people, I think. If it's Dina, Tommy, just no, 4 people. 4 people against a militant group is probably not worth it, you know. Because they'll probably just like, while they may want to get like have revenge, just like they're just gonna end up killing themselves over it, you know, and it's just probably not like, it's not ideal. But Ellie, like when Jesse says, "Oh yeah, if we go this way, we'll find Tommy," but then Ellie's like, "No, but we have to take this way. This way leads to Abby," and then she uses the excuse of saying, "But if we find Abby, that's what Tommy will be." So and it's very clear at this point, all she really cares about is getting to Abby. And so it's just like the lengths that she's willing to go to. Like she starts like like as the player, you're forced to indiscriminately kill everybody, and so and then you see that like just the lengths that she'll go to. Because she keeps driving this boat like to get to fucking Abby. Like there are just waves. There's like a big storm. Waves are toppling the boat over. She has to fight through some infected, and it's just like it's intense, and I like this part. And then at the end of this part, she finds these 2 people, and she's trying to get information from these 2 people, Owen and Mel, and she's saying, okay, she's trying to do this tactic that Tommy used to do, basically where Tommy's like, okay, I'll separate these 2 people. One person tells me what the information I want to know. Then I go over to the other person, have them tell me, and if they don't match up, someone's gonna get hurt, right? And she's willing to do that, even though she's just like really she seems kind of hesitant when she wants to do it. But Mel, you know, fights back. And she's forced to kill like Mel. She kills Owen as well because she tries to save Mel. And then she kind of realizes like as Owen's dying, he gives like a final breath, she's, and then you know, he gives out the implication, and then she kind of understands. And then she looks over, and then she realizes that she killed a pregnant woman, right? And she's just like fucking horrified over it. She's just like, she regrets it immediately. She's just like having a panic attack. She's like it's just everything, like the noise just fades away around her. It's just ringing in the ears, and you know she's just hyperventilating and stuff. And it's a great thing to see because it's just like she's doing this stuff, but she doesn't want to do it, but she's still like doing it because it's like for Joel, right?
Yeah.
Or at least that's what she tells herself. And so all that stuff is great. And then they kind of ruined that pacing because because here's the thing. All of this is great. Like I loved what we were having here, even though it felt like it was a little rushed and I felt like it should have been extended a bit. Or maybe we were, but I was like, oh, we'll get like maybe day 4 and 5, right? Yeah. And so because it felt like it was gonna have that natural progression, like it would just be a 5-day week and then we'll have whatever happens afterwards. But then they have it, so they go back to the base. They talk about how Dina, because she's pregnant herself, that she's very sick, and so like she needs proper care. So they have to go back to I believe the settlement was called Jackson. So they have to go back, right? And so she's like, they're all like, Ellie especially is reluctant, basically saying, well, I guess we have to go back, you know? Like, but it's like if it wasn't for like Dina being pregnant, she would have stayed. But then it's like something happens to Tommy when they're on the base. Then it's found out they find out like he's in the lobby. They're in the theater room, okay? Because they set up the home base at the theater. Jesse and Ellie hear something happen to Tommy, so they start rushing towards the door. They open the door, and Jesse is killed immediately. He gets shot. He's like through the face, and it's fucking brutal as shit. And Jesse is like my favorite character in this so far, because honestly, Jesse is great. But so I'm like, oh shit, oh fuck, right? And then Ellie's like, oh god, right? And then she gets up, and you find out that the killer, or the killer, the person who killed Jesse and who subdued Tommy, is Abby, right? Yeah. And then Abby is like all angry and just like, this is the villain that you hated, right? And then it's like, and then it cuts, right? And then it cuts to black after she's like, we spared your lives and you wasted it, that kind of thing. I was like, fuck you, Abby. And then it cuts to black, and then it's Seattle, day 1. right?
Mm-hmm.
And then this is where it kind of fucks with you, because then it's like, okay, now we're playing as Abby. We're going on her side of the story, and it's just kind of like, well, we'll get into Abby's thing later. But,
Okay.
Right. The thing is, but my issue. Well, no, God, you know what? No, I'm gonna get into a rant if I talk about it any further. So we'll stop here.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, we're gonna stop here.
Yeah, we'll stop here. We'll stop on it. We'll stop.
Oh, okay. Okay. That took a while.
I have a lot to talk about this.
Okay, I think this rant of The Last of Us 2 is long. It's probably gonna be long than our discussion about Artemis Fowl.
Yes, here we go. This is the true spoiler cast. Welcome to the spoiler cast for Artemis Fowl.
Yeah, boy, I hope everyone stuck around for that 20 minutes as you rant about The Last of Us 2.
I mean, honestly, you might as well cut it out, but who cares?
No, I'll keep it in. Well, that means more work for me to do. If anything, I'll shorten it and then I'll put the full version in the spoiler cast. All right.
Okay.
I mean, in the Last of Us discussion video, where the fuck I edit. All right.
Okay. But
yeah.
All right. So just to get this real quick over, because I did take a good while.
Yeah. Anyway, just for the record of this video, I did not finish this movie, right?
You didn't finish the movie?
No, it's like, here's what happened. Disney Plus, right, is a service, right? Yeah. I started to watch it on Disney Plus, and then in the last act of the video, when they had that big fight and everything, my video cut off, and I couldn't figure out why. And then at that point, I didn't feel like bothering to fix it. I was like, well, I did try to fix it again, but I couldn't get past the last act. So whenever time I got to the last act, when they had that battle, my video kept cutting out, so I was like, alright, I give up. I'm not gonna finish the rest of this movie.
My God.
So literally, my knowledge of Artemis Fowl is all the way up until that battle scene.
All right, that's fair, and to be honest, the movie's hot trash anyway.
Okay.
So I don't.
Something I didn't know about Artemis Fowl. A lot of Irish stuff in this movie. I didn't realize there was gonna be so much Irish stuff.
Yeah, I know.
I thought it was like just some random ass fantasy movie. Then they're like, oh no, hey, here's Ireland and Irish lore and Irish people and Irish truffle and Irish milk and Irish lifestyle. I was like, oh, what the fuck is this? Is this an Irish movie?
That's a lot of Irish.
Yeah, I was so fucking confused about this fucking movie.
God. Alright, but before we continue on with that, I will read the plot synopsis for the fucking, and that's provided by the Wikipedia for Artemis Fowl.
Alright, and then in the Wikipedia, I will get to the point where my video cuts off of me watching Artemis Fowl.
You'll catch up to the Wikipedia, exactly.
Yeah, the Wikipedia will fill me in on the rest of the movie.
Okay, so, here we go. On the coast of Ireland, the meteor frenzy descends on Fowll Manor, where a stolen collection of world-famous relics is linked to wealthy businessman Artemis Fowl. Arrested at the manor, Mulch Diggums is interrogated by British intelligence and claims that his employer has stolen the powerful Aculos. Offering to prove the existence of magic, Diggums tells the story of Artemis Fowl Jr. 3 days earlier, Artemis, a 12-year-old genius, lives at Fowll Manor with his widowed father, Artemis Sr., who passes on his knowledge of Irish fairy tales.
In this movie. That's why I was so familiar. I was so fucking confused.
Artemis Sr. goes missing from his boat, the Fowl Star, accused of the theft of several...
What a fucking egotistical name. Fucking Christ. That's like me naming my fucking airplane the Austin plane.
Look,
the
man,
Austin Skies.
Look, man, they're rich. They can do whatever the fuck they want.
Oh, yeah, you're right. But they're only rich in Ireland. Everywhere else, I don't think so.
Oh, my God. Accused of the theft of several priceless artifacts found aboard, and Artemis receives a call from a hooded figure. Holding his father captive, the hooded figure gives Artemis 3 days to recover the Oculus, which Artemis Sr. has stolen and hidden. The Mulvey Dumb Butler, Artemis' bodyguard, shows him a hidden library where generations of Fowls have cataloged proof of the existence of magical creatures. Deep underground in Haven City, home to a secret civilization of fairies, Mulch, revealed to be an oversized dwarf thief, encounters lower elements police reconnaissance, LEP Recon. Yeah, nice pun there. But it's a kid's book, so it's whatever. Officer Holly Short, as he is taken to prison. Commander Julius Root dispatches the Leprechaun force to search for the missing Aculos, the fairies' greatest resource. Foley, Leprechaun's centaur technical advisor, discovers an unauthorized creature has reached the surface. Holly is sent to investigate, despite the fact that her father, Beechwood Short, stole the Aculos and was killed. In Martina Franca, Holly intervenes as a rogue troll attacks a human wedding party. Using a time freeze, Leprechaun subdues the troll and wipes the human's memories. Tom's 12-year-old niece, Juliet, arrives at the manor. From his father's journal, Artemis learns that Beechwood brought the Oculus to Artemis Sr. to keep it from the hooded figure, who is revealed to be Opal Kaboy. Or Kaboy, I don't know how to pronounce it. A powerful fairy planning to wipe out humankind. Studying his father's notes, Artemis sends Dom to stake out the Hill of Tara. Holly, determined to clear her father's name, disobeys orders and flies to the Hill of Tara, where she finds Beechwood's ID tag, but is captured by Dom and imprisoned inside the manor. Root and an army of leprechaun officers seal Fowll Manor in a time freeze, but Artemis and Dom fight them off using Holly's equipment. Artemis demands the Oculuses in exchange for Holly's release, and forbids any fairy to enter his home while he is alive. Bound by fairy rules, Root is forced to retrieve Mulch from prison, offering him a reduced sentence to infiltrate Fowll Manor. Mulch tunnels inside and breaks into Artemis Sr.'s hidden safe, finding the Oculus, while Artemis frees Holly and asks for her help. Lieutenant Briar Cudgeon, a spy for Kaboy, seizes Commander Leprechaun and releases the captured troll into the house, jamming all magic inside. Mulch swallows the Oculus as Artemis, Holly, Juliet, and Dom evade the rampaging troll, which is subdued when it falls from a chandelier. Pushing Artemis out of the troll's way, Dom is mortally wounded. Against Cudgeon's orders, Holly's fellow officers unblock her magic, and she revives Dom. Mulch and the Leprechaun army escape as a time freeze collapses. Left with the Oculus, which no human can wield, Artemis refuses to give such a powerful weapon to Kaboy, and Holly agrees to use it to rescue Artemis' father. As Kaboy attempts to kill Artemis Sr., Holly summons him safely to Fowll Manor. Reunited with his son, Artemis Sr.
Okay, this is around this part where my video stopped. Alright, so everything after this, literally everything after this act, I don't know what the fuck happens in the movie. So all this is new information to me.
No worries, not much anyway. Reunited with his son, Artemis Sr. tells Holly that her father gave his life to protect the Oculus, giving her a list of Kaboy's accomplices. Holly returns the Oculus to Haven City, where Root, back in command, directs her to investigate every name on the list. Artemis calls Kaboy with a promise to come after her and joins his father and Dom in a helicopter. Mulch's interrogator offers him freedom in exchange for help capturing Artemis Sr., but Mulch reveals that Artemis arranged his arrest to prove the incident to the authorities, before proceeding to confirm the existence of magic and his own status as a dwarf on camera. As the interrogator calls for backup, the Fowl's helicopter rescues Mulch, and, joined by Holly, they fly off to their next mission. Oh my god.
Oh, okay, that's the movie. Alright.
Yeah, it's a shit movie.
Yeah. Alright. Well, this is a kids movie. By the way, hey, was I supposed to want to punch Artemis Fowl throughout this entire movie?
I kind of had that feeling too, to be honest with you. I don't know.
Hey, this kid's a punk, alright? Hey, this is a kid that deserves to be punched.
Oh my god, dude.
Wait. I'm not saying we should bring back child labor, right? But I feel like kids need to work, okay?
Oh,
the mines, nobody is going to look. There's not a lot of people going through the mines nowadays, all right?
Oh my god, dude.
Do we still have mines, right? Those are still things, right?
No, sure, we do still have mines, I suppose. Yeah.
All right, yeah. Kids need to spend a day in the mines, all right? You know.
Yeah, but
just give them a canary.
I don't
right?
think that's the thing that we should be doing. But go off, I guess.
No, being in the mine builds character. Okay, you learn a lot in the mines. Okay.
God, dude. But
you learn about rocks in the mines.
Learn about rocks in the mines.
Yeah, that's the only place for you to learn about rocks.
It's not like you can't just look at rocks at your home at home.
No, you can only learn it when you're working in the mine. All right.
Oh my god, dude. No, that's not how. No, okay, we're done with this. Okay, I'm not talking about the mines any longer. All right. It's fucking.
You also unleash evil spirits in the mine as well.
This is not I Am Mother. Okay, where they're fucking talking about mines all the time. God. But here's my thing with this movie, okay?
Yeah.
Now the thing is, this is a movie where they essentially are trying to.
Oh, what the fuck? There are a lot of books in this fucking series.
Yeah, they're
Jesus
like
Christ.
There are 8.
Oh wow! For the context, I have no idea what the fuck Artemis Fowl. I know it was a book series growing up as a kid, but I was a Harry Potter kid because I was so cool and I only read Harry Potter. I said, "Fuck Artemis Fowl. I'm a Harry Potter kid, all right." Wingardium Leviosa, motherfucker.
Holy shit, dude.
So my context going into this, I had no idea what the fuck Artemis Fowl was. So I was really confused. This was like, I was like, because I thought it was like some fucking weird sci-fi series. I didn't realize Artemis Fowl was a fucking magic series. So I was so confused.
Oh my god. No, here's my thing with this movie, okay? Because I'm gonna blast this movie, okay, but this is a movie that attempts to fuse two of the plots of the movies of the movie. Okay.
Okay. You seem like a big expert on the Artemis Fowl series.
I'm not a huge expert. I honestly only read up to the first 2 or 3 books.
Wow, a book came out last year. Came out last year. Jesus Christ. There's 9 books in this series.
There are 9 books now. Holy shit.
Yeah. What came out last year? Literally last year.
Huh. I have to look. I might as well get back into the series. But here's my thing. Now.
No, wait, it's a spin-off. Never mind. Okay, it doesn't count. It's not a real book.
They do some odd stuff here. Because the thing is, it feels like they wanted to stick to some, like, I don't know if they wanted to rush or what. Because the thing is with this movie, it has.
Well, that's one thing I realized. The pace of this movie moves really fucking fast. With this movie,
and it's so unnecessary. I don't understand why it's trying to rush at all. And the thing is, most of this movie is honestly just the first book. But for some reason, they wanted to shoehorn the plot of the second book into the first movie.
Okay. Well, for the uninformed, what is the plot of the second book?
It's involving the Oculus, okay? But
okay.
I'm not gonna go. I'm not delving too deep into the second.
That's not part of the first book. That seems like part of the first book.
Okay, no, yeah. Because the thing with the Oculus and Opal, they were never they are not at all involved in the first book. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Holy shit. They're not at all involved. Okay. In the first book, okay. This is how I'll tell you, right?
Yeah.
It's essentially Artemis Fowl. He doesn't have a father, but he has a mother. Okay.
Okay.
Which is also interesting what they did here, because for some reason they killed off his mother, and it's so stupid as shit. Like, why? But here's the thing. So he's looking up stuff about fairies and everything like that, right?
Yeah.
And now this kid is idiotically bright. Like, he's smart, and he's very cool and confident.
What a weird way to phrase that. He's idiotically bright.
Okay. I'm sorry for the oxymoron or whatever. But the thing is, this kid is smart as fuck. Okay.
Yeah. He's also a punk. This punk kid.
Yeah, I know.
This is a kid that would have a Sony phone, by the way.
Oh my god, dude.
This is the type of kid who will ask his parents for a Sony phone.
Jesus fuck. No, but here's my thing.
I really hate Sony phones.
Like, he's a very cool and confident character, right?
Yeah.
He's very much.
Yeah. Did you saw him skateboard? Only cool kids skateboard.
Okay, first of all, that was never a thing. Okay, I don't remember any skateboarding or surfboarding or whatever the fuck. I don't know why that's.
Oh, wait, that means you weren't cool. Okay.
Okay.
You weren't cool enough.
My thing is, like, in the book, he's a cool, confident character.
As they portray in this movie.
Like, he embodies, like despite being 12, he is a criminal mastermind, not like in the movie. In the book, he's very, like, he's looking up fairies. Like, he travels the world to a location, and he goes off to, like, basically, like, bribe a book from, like a fairy who's been, I don't remember what the corruption or whatever the fuck was with her. But he basically trades for this book that basically gives all knowledge and all rules and customs of the fairies, right?
Okay, wait, real quick, off topic real quick. What was that book where the kids discover a fantasy world real quick?
Discover a fantasy world?
Yeah. Okay, I know that sounds very, very vague, right? I think it had 2 brothers or some shit. It's not the Brothers Grimm. Okay, obviously. It's something we would have read in like, probably like middle high school or some shit. It's about 2 brothers that discover a book or some shit that sees the fantasy world or some shit, right? It's not Bridge to Terabithia. I thought about it in my mind, but it wasn't Bridge to Terabithia or some shit. It's about 2 brothers, right, or sibling or some shit that discover a book that allows them to see the fantasy world or some shit, right? And like they needed like some special magic glasses or some shit. What book/movie was that? You know what I'm talking about, right?
I feel like I do. At first I wanted to say it was the Spider Chronicles, but I don't think it's that at all.
Wait, hold on, what the fuck is it called?
No, it's not. I don't think it's the Spiderwick Chronicles.
Hold on, I think it might be it. I think that was it. Because it had a stupid glass, right? As a plot device or some shit, right?
I think I'm trying to remember the glasses. I just don't remember.
Hold on, I looked up the Spiderwick Chronicles, and one of the screenshots that pops up shows someone looking through a glass. Oh, and there's a stupid book. Okay, it was the Spiderwick Chronicles.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah, it was the Spiderwick Chronicles.
Okay, just give me a second to fucking rant here, because like, holy shit. Because the thing is, he basically like he suspects fairies are real, right? And there's a reason for why he's looking at fairies in the first place. He's a smart, bright kid, so why believe in fairies, or why even look up fairies in the first place? But it's later on revealed. Like he does this whole thing where he kidnaps a fairy, which was Holly, and Holly wasn't trying to clear her father's name or anything. That wasn't a thing in the first book.
There's a PlayStation 2 game of the Spiderwick Chronicles.
Because there was a whole thing where Holly was she does go to the hill, but she goes there to like kind of revive her magic, because they run low on magic and they have to do a ritual in order to regain their magic again. And
the Nintendo DS version of the Spiderwick Chronicles, the video game, has the best score compared to the Xbox 360, the Wii, and the PS2 release.
Okay.
It's really fucking weird. It's so fucking random.
Anyway, so it's very like he's looking up these rules, and he's looking and during all of this, he kidnaps Holly, and so he says he's basically playing a game with the police force of the fairies in order to get what he wants. Like like he kidnaps Holly, he dupes all the fairies. Basically, there are rules where there's a rule basically saying a fairy cannot enter the house of a human unless they're invited in, or something like that. Which is why mulch diggums is a thing, as they did in the movie here. They tried I'm trying to remember how this goes. I know there is the whole troll fight scene. But it wasn't as hectic as it was in the movie. If anything, Butler fucking owns the fucking troll.
He just I remember that guy.
Yeah. He kicks he's supposed to be he's supposed to be as at least how I saw it. He's as big as the troll, and he basically kicks the shit out of it. And I know they do and essentially, Artemis outwits them at every single fucking turn. Okay? Yeah. And because he's a smart kid, and when the fairies release a device that's supposed to basically kill everybody that's, I believe, non-magical within the building, Artemis also figures out a way around that and outsmarts them and basically wins everything. Because I want to say they had a bet or something, some kind of promise that the fairies had to honor. If he won or he escaped from the time freeze or whatever the fuck, then he gets to have what he wants, because he says, in exchange for Holly, I want all these gold bars, right? So he just gets all these gold bars, and he also exchanges for a wish, because if I remember correctly, in the book, his mother was which doesn't exist in this movie. Yeah, who doesn't exist in the movie. Artemis's mother is very ill of the mind, and basically all she sees is she's just kind of mourning the loss of her husband. And so it's just she's not in a proper state of mind to actually care to or be a mother for Artemis at all, right? Mm-hmm. And so you realize by the end of the book, while he kind of does all this kind of it's kind of fucked up, all this kind of fucked up shit of kidnapping a police officer from fantasy world and stuff like that. He does it for a wish, so that he can basically restore his mother's mind to in a healthy state, so she's not so dazed or out of it. Yeah, and that's the reason why. And also to get a shit ton of money out of it, which is also a nice plus, Well, that was the whole thing with the first book, and it's just like the first movie, the not the first, well, yeah, the Artemis Fowl movie mostly follows it, but for some reason they shoehorn the Aculos thing, and so I think of only just so they can have a world-ending plot in it or something.
Yeah.
Which is so unnecessary.
William, kids only like world-ending plot. They don't like plots about dead mothers, all right? Because that'll make them sad.
It's so dumb, but the reason, like, it's like they just got rid of fucking, like, his mother for some reason. It's just so dumb. And it's just like, that could have been a very nice emotional heart of the story, where you just see, like, you see Artemis, like, you know, like, he doesn't show it, but he grieves, like, the fact that he doesn't really have a mother and stuff. And his only parental figure is honestly Butler. And, you know, he has Julia as, like, an older sister type of thing. And it's just like, there's also the fact that a lot of world building is kind of lost. Like there's like, if anything, like an example would be
I was really confused by Josh Glad's character of the elf at the beginning. I was like, who the fuck is this guy? Who the fuck does this guy have to do with Artemis Fowl? And then he doesn't he doesn't show up until like halfway into the movie when we finally see the magic elf city. So I was really confused because the way he set it, he was set up as a framing device and everything. But the problem is when you set up a character as a framing device like this, that character does not know anything that doesn't happens revolving around him, right? Yeah, that was my problem. So let's say if I were to tell a story, right, of us recording our spoiler cast, right? So I can recall everything about you and me and our events of recording the spoiler cast, but I can't recall everything you did before recording the spoiler cast. Like, and then William today, and then before William came here, he went and inflated a pool with a bike pump.
Shut the fuck up. Oh
right?
God.
But it was like so confused with Josh Glad's character of him using as a framing device for this movie when he wasn't there for a good percentage of the movie. So by definition, he should not have been a character to be used as a framing device.
Yeah, I know, it's so odd, and it's just like they have this whole like they keep the father and they make him the parental figure, but then they have it so that he's held captive and stuff. It's just like it's a lot of it's unnecessary that they added in. And we won't really discuss character changes. If I remember correctly, Commander Root, who is played by Judi Dench in the
I was really confused. I saw Judi Dench. I was like, what the fuck? How the fuck they get Judi Dench in this fucking movie?
Yeah, if I remember,
she already made all her money back off Cats. What's she doing in this movie?
God. But, like, for real, though, like, I recall Judi Dench's character, Commander Root, being a male. But, I mean, that's a whole different issue, I suppose. But this is probably just Disney trying to get, quote-unquote, woke points, you know, as people are calling it now these days.
Yeah.
But, you know, Disney doesn't actually care for that shit. They're only just trying it so they can get more money out of you. My thing is just, like, this movie is supposed to be a thing about Artemis Fowl, who should be outwitting the police at every single fucking turn, you know? Yeah. Where he just kind of he's borderline.
Yeah, that's what the trailer made it out to me. Yeah. Made it out to me too, because like I said, I had no fucking pre-existing context of Artemis Fowl. So my only knowledge of Artemis Fowl was the fucking trailer and the poster already released, where it showed me in like this fucking Men in Black spy suit, and we see the butler guy as a in the main. I was like, okay, cool. So he's some kind of spy that he does some fucking spy stuff and everything. But we don't do that.
Yeah, or
we don't, or rather, we don't focus on it enough.
I mean, to be honest, the movie doesn't focus on a lot of things. It's just like, dude, it's supposed to be like, as I said before, it's supposed to be Artemis Fowl outwitting the police at every turn, where he basically kind of like toes the line of being outright villain to kind of anti-hero, right? And it's just like he's supposed to be a character that you feel like you want to root for just because of how he just outwits every fucking one of them, right? Yeah. But in here, it's like they say he's a smart kid, they say he's a fucking genius, but we never really see it. I feel, you know, it just feels.
What do you mean? What do you mean? We saw when he was being a punk kid to the school's counselor about him. Hey, you were sitting on a stupid chair from the 12th century. You fat old man who isn't paid enough in the school system.
That's the thing. It's just like it's a fucking like they fucking mistreat his character. They don't understand his character at all. Like, and they just treat him as like just like they say he's smart, but he doesn't act smart. He doesn't feel like he's a smart kid. He doesn't feel like he's he's one step ahead of the police, with every move they've done. It doesn't feel like he's actually done anything to kind of earn the fact that he is like a fucking a criminal mastermind. None of that feels earned.
I never saw that from him.
Yeah, and it's just like it feels like a lot of it's just fucking luck, you know. And it's more, if anything, his character is kind of stupid. If only because I know like there's like they try to establish a fucking a relationship between like a friendship between Artemis and Holly, and it's just like. It's kind of stupid and it's just kind of rushed and it's just there, just like, oh yeah, we're friends. It's like I hate you. It's like I hate you too. We're friends now. Yeah, I think we're friends now. You know, it's just like what?
That's how all friendships are built on hatred.
It's so dumb. It's
that's why Ellie and Abby's are gonna be best friends in The Last of Us 3.
Oh my god, stop it! But it's just like it's such a mistreatment of the character. The movie is so fast paced. It's kind of like, wait, hold on, can we concentrate on this? And they do shots where it's like. This should have been more focused on. They also had some weird shots where I don't know if it might have been a streaming thing for me, but I felt like at some shots were really slowed down and they had that little blurred effect. Kind of like if I'm gonna give an example, like in Lord of the Rings, you know how like it's a very 2001 or 2002 shot or something like that where when Frodo gets stabbed in the Fellowship of the Ring, everything slows down, and then they have this kind of weird slow motion effect as they kind of like look at people, you know. Yeah. And it feels like you're missing a few frames or something like that. That's kind of what I was seeing in this film too, and it was just kind of odd. I don't know if it was a streaming issue. To be honest, I think it's a streaming issue, but if not, it's very fucking weird.
Wait, to be fair, I don't remember because I had a completely different streaming issue that happened to me. Did. That completely God. Wait, some say to this day I still don't know the ending of Artemis Fowl, even after reading the Wikipedia synopsis.
God, and it's just like they mistreat the characters so much. I was like, when the troll came in, I was hoping like fucking like Butler would like fucking kick its ass, but no, it's just like the troll kicks everyone ass, and they kind of get out of it with dumb luck, and like with everything else, you know. And it's just rather nonsensical and stupid. And I'm just like, it's a waste of 90 minutes. Like if you got kids and you want to have them waste 90 minutes.
To me, it was only a waste of 80 minutes, so I'm safe.
But it's like. It's really a movie that's not worth your time. It just feels like it moves at such an oddly fast pace. Like you just like if you don't know the source material, you're fucking confused. You know?
Yeah.
But if you know the source material,
because that was the problem. I feel like this movie was too big for a setting. Like if it was the father that was doing this, I would have been more believable because of a father who has years of knowledge of this shit. Doing some world-ending shit, but the fact that we just get like this fucking 12-year-old boy that has to deal with world endings, I was like, that's kind of pretty fast for him, right? Like even with Harry Potter, he didn't fight Voldemort into the 7th movie, or rather the 8th movie, whatever the fuck. Like imagine in Harry Potter 1, we get how fuck was Harry Potter 1? He's what, 10 years old? 11, dude. He's 11. Was he 11? Wait, yeah, imagine 11-year-old Harry Potter fighting full power, fighting Voldemort.
No, he'd be screwed over. He'd be screwed over.
You don't know that. Harry Potter has the power of friendship.
Oh my god. But that's my thing. It's just like it should like that's the thing, because you say it should have been a father because it would have actually you would believe it, right?
Yeah.
Because he has the knowledge, he has the experience. But the thing is, they're trying to say that, oh yeah, Artemis Fowl Jr. can do that stuff too. But throughout the whole movie, none of it feels like it's him doing anything.
Yeah.
It's just dumb luck that he's able to do anything at all.
Yeah.
You know? And it's just so odd.
Yeah, like you don't establish him being to do it. They just say it. They just say that, yeah, he can do all this stuff, like without properly showing him how he could do it and stuff. I feel like this movie takes place within 3 days, right? I feel like that's the timeline of this movie. All this stuff happened within 3 days or some shit.
Yeah, it's just like. It's so odd because
So because of that, we don't have any time to watch Artemis Fowl grows. Like I feel like this movie would have been way more like he didn't have to. I mean, like I think they could have still made him save the world, but like not on a bigger scale or anything. Like still do like some type of regular small heist movie would have been way more sizable for him. But the fact that they made him on this grand adventure already, right? Which is really fucking weird. It's like in Indiana Jones. Have you ever watched the Indiana Jones Chronicles?
The Indiana Jones Chronicles? No, I haven't.
Yeah, no. It's a TV series that aired I think 80s, 90s, whatever, that focus on Indiana Jones at stages of his life, right? So you have like him in like the early years, so like him around 10. Then you have him in his teenage years, right? Then you have one in like his late 20s that predates takes place before the actual Indiana Jones movie, right? Yeah, but like even like Indiana Jones TV series, they didn't make every episode seem like a big grand event. Like it is a grand event, but it's within the scale of a measure within that Indiana Jones character, right? Because because in like Indiana Jones 1, like, or I'm sorry, in one of the adult, like he goes on like this fucking cross country mission or whatever the fuck, right? To stop theft, right? But they did that in his early adult life, which makes sense, right? But in his kid adventure, he didn't do it. He just did like fuck. I gotta solve the fucking missing animal. Where the fuck's the monkey or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
right?
Just,
yeah, they didn't have fucking 10-year-old Indiana Jones traveling across the Atlantic Ocean to discover the fucking mystical gems of the universe.
Yeah, because all of it they build up and it builds up and it feels earned. And here it's like none of that at all. It's just god.
Oh, by the way, hey, Young Indiana Jones Chronicle, good TV series, by the way.
God, I want.
If nobody has ever watched that, you should take the time to watch that. It's a really good show.
Oh my god.
I really enjoyed it. If you like Indiana Jones and want to ignore Indiana Jones 4, you can watch that instead.
Oh my god. Sure, go ahead. But it boggles the mind, you know? Because they shoehorn the whole world-ending plot when it doesn't need to be needed. If they focus on the whole fact that he's just trying to save his mother.
Okay, it was early 90s. Okay, there you go. Okay.
Like if they did that, that would have been a lot better. Like honestly, most of the movie is honestly just the first book anyway. They just shoehorn the fucking world-ending plot and it's just unnecessary and just it's like it's not needed at all. They should have just like, and if they slowed it down, let us take time and slow down the pace and let us like. Instead of saying
this show had a fucking real budget.
Yeah, but if they say he's smart.
I'm looking at the cast list for I'm looking at the guest appearance list. They had a lot of fucking big people appear on this show. Jesus Christ, they got Captain Zeta-Jones in this. Daniel Craig before he was big. Christopher Lee. They got a lot of people. Damn, this show had a real fucking budget.
I mean, what isn't it like fucking Yeah, I mean, this is like after the movies, right? Or was it like?
It was early 90s, so after the movie's been released.
Yeah, so it makes sense.
Yeah, the budget of the show was fucking amazing. Jesus fucking Christ. Woo.
But yeah.
All right, okay. That's enough about Indiana Jones.
Yeah, but if they slow down the pacing.
Yeah.
And instead of just saying he's smart and showing that he's just basically winning by dumb luck or whatever, say he's smart, then show how smart he is. You know?
I would have liked it matter if we watch him learning about this fucking magic fantasy world, but he just gets fucking thrown in and he just accepts it too quickly. Like yeah, he's a fucking genius or whatever the fuck it. So I assume he adapts. But the fact that he just fucking adapts it, just fucking takes it all in like that. He doesn't fucking he doesn't really super question his setting in the world environment. He's just like, all right, cool, right? Because like even like in Harry Potter didn't fucking. Harry Potter wasn't like, oh cool, this is a fantasy world. Let's go kill the guy who killed my parents, right? He's like, well, what the fuck's a wand? Do people fucking use that shit? What the fuck is that shit?
Yeah, it's like, ooh, shit, cool, magic. Look at that. What does this do? What does that do?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, ooh, big fucking castle. Let's see what's inside it. Oh shit, look at that, moving stairs. Oh, that's fucking cool as shit.
Yeah.
And it's just like in here, it's just like, yeah, okay. You know, it's like, oh shit, that's real? I guess it's real. All right, let's go for it. You know, and then it's a waste of time.
Yeah,
I don't like this movie. It's a waste of 90 minutes. If you got kids, if you want to distract them for 90 minutes, go ahead and watch it.
No. Hey, if you got kids, watch the Young Indiana Jones Chronicle instead.
You know what? That's better, actually. Just watch the Young Indiana Jones Chronicle.
Also, instead. According to reading the Wikipedia entry for the Young Indiana Jones, it's also an educational TV series.
Is it? I mean, well,
Apparently.
actually, it makes sense, I suppose. Yeah.
Because it has important event and historical figure, I guess, in the movie. I mean, not in the movie, in the TV show. So it shows him interacting with famous characters. I mean, not famous character, historical figures and events. So I guess that's the educational. It's just pretty much Indiana Jones being inserted into fucking history events. So I guess that's what they meant by educational.
Yeah, but man, it's just. This movie was a waste of time, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I lost 80 minutes from this movie.
Can't wait to waste time in the next film.
Yeah, just yeah. I can't wait to talk about the last day of American crime.
Well, we'll see what happens with that.
Okay, all right. That's it. All right, we spent a while on this, but then again, half of this was just us talking about fucking Scooby Doo and The Last of Us 2.
I mean, better things to talk about than this movie. So you know.
Yeah, right. Okay, I guess that's it. Thanks for listening. Hey, go watch the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles.
Jesus fuck.
We're plugging that in. We're not sponsored by this fucking. How old is this show? The show is.
This is a 1990s show. They're not going to sponsor us for promoting a 1990s show.
No, you don't know. Hey, Disney, please sponsor us for promoting the Young Indiana Jones Chronicle. After we spent this last 30 minutes shit talking about your film, please sponsor us.
Oh, that's fucking great.
All right. I guess that's it. Coronavirus is still a thing. Wash your hands. Okay, thanks. Bye.